Hey guys, how's it going? It's Thang and welcome back to another build guide video. So today in this video we are looking at the Remnant of 1,000 Storm Spirit Generator build for patch 2.4.2 for season 7 and above. So if you want the quicker form version of this, the link is in the description down below, so check that out. If you want the longer one, please keep watching. Okay, so for this build itself, everything pretty much you're doing is going to be empowering your spirit generator and also regenning your spirit as fast as it can as a previous spirit generator builds. So Remnant of 1,000 Storm has been redesigned so that way that whenever you use a dashing strike, it empowers spirit generator, and whenever you use spirit generator, it empowers the dashing strike. So you can use either build, the spirit dashing strike build or the spirit generator build, whichever one. It's pretty much contained within Remnant of 1,000 Storm now versus before where you'd have to get 2 pieces from Ines and then 2 pieces from there or wherever, I don't know. But it pretty much contains within the the Remnant of 1,000 Storm now, so you don't need extra pieces, which is actually really great. So this build itself requires a lot of spirit, a lot of attack speed, and actually we don't need to put attack speed into any of our stats priority. All the items, all the gears, all the skills will help us increase our attack speed, so no worries about that. The faster you attack, the more spirit you get, which means the more damage that you can do potentially, right? So that is how this build guide build works. Enjoy the little clip, and then we'll head into all this stuff that we need. Okay, I'll see you soon. So welcome back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little clip. So we're going to jump into stats priority first for this build. Our main stat is going to be critical chance and critical damage. Those are our two top priority. Then you're going to have plus holy damage and plus area damage if you can in wherever items that is possible. And then you're going to have way of 100 fists in whichever item is possible too, as in the pants or the shoulders. And then lastly is going to be cooldown reduction is as much as you can possible, and some life on hit, but not really. So those are the stats priority. Okay, so for our gears right there, I pretty much arranged them in what we need right here. Some of them are going to be optional. It really does depend on what you want to do with the build itself. So what we need is going to be the Remnant of 1,000 Storm 6 set piece bonus right here, and because we already have the Ring of Raw Grandeur into our Kanai cube, we only need 5 of them. But like I said, I've arranged it so that it's up to you what you need, how you want to play it. Okay, so let's equip this right there. We won't need the shoulder piece. So for the 6 set piece bonus, we're going to review it. The 2 set piece bonus, your spirit generators have 25% increased attack speed and 100% increased damage. So that will increase our spirit generator attack speed and damage. Great. The 4 piece set bonus, dashing strike spends 75 spirit but refunds a charge when it does. So this is actually a little bit bad for this build itself, because we need as much spirit as possible. So we don't really want to use use Dashing Strike that often, only when we really need it. So for the 6th pet piece bonus right here, your Spirit Generator increases the weapon damage of Dashing Strike to 12,500% for 6 seconds, and the Dashing Strike increases the damage of your Spirit Generator by 1,250% for 6 seconds. So pretty much whenever you use your Dashing Strike right here, it pretty much empowers your Spirit Generator, but there is actually nothing for us to know that at all, which kind of sucks, because when we use our Spirit Generator right there, it tells us when it empowers the Dashing Strike. So Blizzard still needs to fix that. Right? Okay, so the next set piece bonus right here is going to be the Shenlong's Spirit, which pretty much you know what it is, but it's been nerfed quite a bit, but it's still really great. So the 2 set piece bonus, the first part of it is the damage of your Spirit Generator is increased by 1.5% for each point of spirit you have. So right now I have 329, which is my maximum. Multiply that 1.5 is a big, I think 493. Somebody do the math for me. I'm close to it. 493% increase in damage for my Spirit Generator, which is really great. And once it hit max, I get an increase again for 150% on all my damages, but I no longer generate spirit and my spirit runs out. Quite a lot. So we have a lot of skills to counteract that as best as we can. So that is a 2nd set piece bonus. The next one is going to be the Endless Walk right here. No brainer right there. So whenever we stand still, we get increase in damage, but whenever we move, we get increase in damage reduction. So right now I'm standing still, which means that my damage is increased by another 100%. Yay! Okay, so the next part is really up to you. So I use Spirit Guard for high grade rift, so that means that my damage is being reduced by X amount, so for 3 seconds, because I use Spirit Generator, 30 to 40%, that's up to you. So if you really want, you can actually use the Strong Arm Bracers. Yes, I know it's strength, so please don't tell me that. To increase your damage done by 30%, because we are using Cyclone Strike, which does a knock up effect, which actually empowers this. So the mobs will be affected. The increase in damage is 30%. That's up to you. But I use Spirit Guard. So, ta-da! Next is going to be our shoulder piece right here. Cyclone Strike. So reduce damage taken by X amount, 40 to 50%. It sucks because I only have 44% on this. So whichever. Now it's up to you yet again. So if you don't want to use that, you need to use the 6 set piece bonus right there, and then change the Ring of Rogue Ranger in here to Conventions of Element to increase your damage when it goes to Holy. That's totally up to you. Last ring is going to be Unity Ring. This will always be there so that we split our damage in half again. For the belt, the best belt is going to be the Witching Hour, because it does have critical hit damage on it. So that's why we want to use it. If you need cooldown reduction, which I doubt you do, you can use Vigilante Belt, but that's, like I said, that's up to you. So this is pretty much what the final one looks like. It's up to you whether you want to switch gears or not. That's really up to you. It works perfectly fine as is. But if you want to use, just the Conventions element, then you just, change this to Conventions of Element. That's it. But I'm going to change this back to what it should look like. There you go. For our gems, we want to use green gems in our sockets. So if you feel like you need more toughness for survivability, then use, a combination of green and diamond gems right here. But most likely you'll be fine. And we want to use green gems on our weapons as well. For our legendary gems, we want to use Bane of Trap to increase damage. We want to use Bane of the Stricken to increase damage, and also to kill the Rift Guardian much faster. And then lastly is Simplicity Strength. Increase the damage of primary skills by X amount. My rank is only rank 70, which kind of sucks. And then the second part of it hits with the primary abilities to heal you for 4% of your maximum health. So that's where you're going to get your HP back right there as well. Okay. For the Kanai Cube, we want to use Flying Dragon as our weapon, because then that a chance to double your attack speed when attacking. So whenever it procs, we're gonna pretty much hit much faster. There you go. So that way that our Spirit Generator will pretty much goes back to 100% really fast. For our armor part, we want to use Death Diggers. Primer skills that generate resources deal 100% more additional damage. No brainer there. And lastly, if Ring of Grandeur, if you don't want to use that, use Conventions of Element. Okay. So let's move on to our Paragon levels. For Paragon levels, we want to use Maximum Spirit because every point of Spirit counts. Right, maximum spirit is our top priority right here for core. Then movement speed to match our movement speed on our boots to 25%, and everything else into dexterity. Offensiveness, critical hit chance first, critical damage, hit damage, cooldown reduction or attack speed, it's up to you. Defensiveness is resist all, armor, life regen, life. Utility is going to be area damage, life per hit, and then whichever one of those two, doesn't really matter. Okay, for skills, we're going to be using the Way of 100 Fist, Fist of Fury rune right here for our main damaging skill. Unleash a rapid series of punches that strike enemies for 109% weapon damage as physical. But the second part is perform a short dash with the first attack and enemies hit take an additional 60% weapon damage as wholly over in 3 seconds. Fist of Fury's damage can stack multiple times on the same enemy because we're doing so much attacking. It's going to stack quite a lot. Okay, so our second part is going to be our Breath of Heaven right here with Infuse with the light. So whenever we use Breath of Heaven, we gain additional 14 additional spirit from our spirit generator attacks for 5 seconds after using Breath of Heaven. So that is how we're going to get our spirit back really fast. Epiphany right here, no need to explain, for survivability, and so is Mantra of Salvation agility. And then we have Cyclone Strike with Implosion. So it will pull all the enemies up to 16 enemies within 34 yards. So that's the huge radius. So we want to use this whenever we can, but not too much because it uses 50 spirit. So we don't want to destroy this right here. We want this as max as much as possible. Okay, so lastly is up to you. We're going to be using Dashing Strike with Radiance to increase our attack speed by 15%, or if you really need for survivability, you can use Blinding Speed to increase your toughness. Well, actually dodge for 4 seconds, but that's up to you. But we can survive with Radiance, so no worries there. For passive skills, we want Alacrity right here to increase the Spirit Generator attack speed by 15%. Pow pow pow. Next is going to be Beacon of Vitar for our cooldown reduction, Harmony to increase our toughness, survivability, and lastly is Seize the Initiative, deal damage to enemies above 75% life, increase your attack speed by 30% for 4 seconds. So that's why we really don't worry about attack speed with this build, because everything pretty much adds up for our attack speed, so we don't really care about attack speed on our stats. Okay, so that is it for skills. Next is going to be our Templar, our follower. We're going to be using our Templar. So we want the skills are going to be heal, loyalty, charge, and inspire to increase our resource generation. So we want, like I said, spirit as high as possible. For his item, his gear, his immortality thing right here, relic, and then we want the Thunder Fury. So Thunder Fury, whenever it procs, it lowers the attack speed of the mobs by 30% for 3 seconds, and it can jump up to 5 targets. And we actually want to use the Y-word ring right here, because I actually don't have it on him, because lightning damage has a 35% chance to stun for 1.5 seconds. So it pretty much synergizes with the Thunder Fury, so that's why we want the Y-word ring. We want to use Unity ring, of course. No brainer there. And for the necklace, we want to use the S of Johan, so that when it procs, it pulls in. It helps you pull things in, which is pretty much easy, right? Yeah! Okay, so for the last part is how to play this build. This build is actually pretty easy. You don't want to use Dashing Strike as much as possible. So you only want to use it to empower your Spirit Generator, and that's it. Right? That's all you want to do. Pull everything together. You see Dashing Strike is ending. That's it. That's all you pretty much do. And that's basically it. Make sure you have your spirit as high as possible. Use Breath of Heaven as much as you can to gain back your spirit. See, I have no spirit right now. There you go. Everything just dies. So that's pretty much it for the guide. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy this video, a thumbs up would definitely be appreciated. If you have questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'll try my best to get back to you. And don't forget to press subscribe for future content. And I'll see you guys later. Love ya. Bye. Mwah.